Yummy. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look! Huh? Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have the judge in his pocket now? Wait, what? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you have changed. Huh? Phoenix, you know him? I don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, well, let's do this. Court is now and I cannot do... You know how like some days you can do like low voice and then the other day you cannot do low voice? Today is the day I cannot do low voice. Lower, going low. Court is... Because I did low voice for judge, but I cannot go low. Court. I cannot do the low voice that I did for him in the first episode. Court. Okay, I got it. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're all for doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the detail of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call the witness. Well, that went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knew. If anyone going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Raise an objection. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friend called me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. Nope, I do not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. Well, if I can rip this guy's testimony apart, well, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Huh. Oh. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quite purifying reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. There it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. But I got there after Maya. Case closed. Let's see. It was about 9, I believe. Wait, hold on. Let me see what I have. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Conversation. Broken remains of light glass. Clock. Wiretap. Let's see. May's test. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and stuck. Or struck, I guess. Well, why not press? How do you know what time it was? Oh, because I always absolutely perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. Oh, you're so misunderstanding, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for the secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It appeared it happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. Press further. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Oh, tell us, what were you doing at the time? I was quietly purifying that's reading to you some papers by the window. Can we also press that? What paper? By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay and Cola office? Correct! That is the only window you see. And there you were reading papers. Correct! The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Spiky-haired? Wait, that's all I get to say when I go hold it? So spiky hair? Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. Well, I'm gonna press it. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? counting both eyes. 40. 40. Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. Impaction? You mean just impact? Ridiculosity. Some of the words that he says, like, I think he's not even saying it right, but alright. I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I would better leave the whole language thing alone. Did Edgeworth prep this guy too, I wonder? That's correct, he is saying things incorrectly. Well, I feel great, because I was like, I don't think that's how it works. And I'm like, am I stupid? And obviously not! Anyway, I would better find a weakness in there. He's making up words like a fancy Giesling. Oh my god. Mr. White. He's a fancy Giesling. He's social engineering you to believe you're an idiot. Ah. That's hilarious, dude. Now I can only see him as fancy Danji. Then I heard a bedlam. Did we press this? A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Faye office's phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman. You will make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know. After all, I am il presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Do we press on everything? Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I'm always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Victim. Isn't it victim running into the right? Actually, victim ran. Okay, well, hold on. This one. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Present. Wait right there, Mr. White. You have dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was there. And the victim here? If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, what does that clear up the contradiction? There's one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law office of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. Boom. Do we go objection or is it... Or what does it say? Take this? Do we go take this? 3, 2, 1, take this! This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran to the door, he was watching from his point. To him, it would appear that he ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. Whoa, Aviog, thank you very much for the cheers. Thank you, thank you. Can I be real loud? The persecutions of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ha ha ha! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? Oh, the hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize, Mr. Your Honor. I might be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Well, good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Miss May's testimony was correct, as of mine. Wait, let's see if it says one... From a blow. One blow. Not many times. It doesn't say died from 2 blows. It says a blow. So let's objection on that when he goes where he says you have hit her twice. And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Boom. Are we ready? Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Objection! Mr. White? The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Huh. Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, was it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I empathetically request there is no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap. Indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Let's see now we have. Says we missed it. He said we missed the blow and then we struck her after. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. Hold it! Now before you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. She turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Let's see, I want to see where the other window. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over the scene. Phoenix, does something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. So sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Yeah, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait! One moment! Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. What's falling apart? Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well. The witness may continue his account. And I drink some water. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran for the door. Then you did her with a single blow. So let's go all the way to the top. Because he changed what he said. What the heck? Okay. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Isn't this a light stand? How would it be lying on the floor when it's broken? Does it mean by the light stand was like broken? I'm gonna present this. Objection? Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct, that would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problemo, problem here. What problem is that? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the light glass stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct, that is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Because it's from... it's hidden from the view cone. Present. Look at this! These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity! Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that form is inside the Fay Law office. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Mr. Wright. Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Your Honor, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law office of Miss Fay. What does that have to... Your Honor, The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't, Mr. White. In order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Faye's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Faye and Claw offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what's all this mean by Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have been seen the stand at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. White would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place to the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Faye and Cola offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify that has fallen over. By the sound. Correct, that is right. I see, very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Ugh, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Let me just check this. September 5th. And then when did she die? Oh, I guess we don't get to know. But the week before the murder. Does the cell phone say anything about that? Okay, I don't think there's all that much. I entered the Faye and Cola offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Maya's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have responsibilities to protect the client confidentiality. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, though I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out to him. Do you have proof? No, I don't think it's all gonna work. I wonder if there's anything here. I mean, it says found in Miss May's hotel room, but they use the same room. Time to start lying at the liars. Well, I guess that's the best we can have. Let's present it. Oh no. Your Honor, that statement contradicts the evidence. It does? I don't see any contradictory. Objection overruled. I knew it! I knew it, because they're using the same room. I don't really have much here. I guess we'll, where is it? Yeah, let's ask a question about that. Was it really you that went into the office, or is it Miss May? Oh wait, didn't we ask that? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay and Co. law offices. Those are obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those points. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay and Co. office. I had done so to place the wiretap. Maybe he can't see. No, I don't know. I actually don't know. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Tisk tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. White. Or Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, you're... Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia! Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost a trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Ah! Hey, Phoenix! Gag, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Whoa! What the heck? Where did she get that boobs? I mean, how did she get those boobs? You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong physic powers? When you accepted your defeat in the court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That is what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You have already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Yeah. That one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand! Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th! That's right, Phoenix. I brought that stand the day before I was... What the heck? Literally, I said this would have been easier if she just bought that light stand just a day before the murder. Then we can tell him that he is lying and his testimony don't work. And this lady comes over here with the big boobies, says she bought it freaking day before she was killed. I am genius. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of the September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right! Boom, bada boom, baby! What the heck? Maya also grew boobies. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Is the defendant rather? Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Well, do we do it? 3, 2, 1. Objection! Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping! I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you will agree that you cannot judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Huh? What? No way can he warn me about his way out of this one. Oh, wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claim. However, there's no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. Oh, apparently I'm gonna save. Alright, I guess I will save. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up the evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidences. I see. Objection denied. The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all... Mr. Your Honor, may I go home now? Oh, of course, thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia! Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Mia's memo. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. White. Right? You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read the court. Present. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You have done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense... rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty! That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9th, 224, District Court. Defendant lobby number 11. Well, I never thought I would be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I have both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You'd risked a lot to help me. And Maya. I won't forget it was... I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you lived? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say! Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not Chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! September 9th, 9:02 p.m. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia, I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Haha, you should see your face. Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like... you were her! I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you there? Because of this! See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office! This office! Someone has to help with the new Wright and Co. law offices, right? And who's better but me? Maya Faye, reporting for duty! Wait, no. On a second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business! You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name! Mia said that... that's what your friend Larry called you. Nick? Oops, I skipped a dialogue by accident. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now, but if it wasn't for her, I'll probably be in jail. Wright and Co. law offices. It got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Oh, tear. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. This is where you cry. Dude, I'm tearing up. Right. Okay, Nick, let's do this. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummies! Burger! There is a great burger joint just down the street. Come on! Time's wasting. Okay. Wait up!